Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter World video. Today, obviously, I'm bringing you guys my full 5-set Safi armor builds with my dual blades. Um, what now with dual blades? Obviously, yes. I mean, the best DPS is Silver Rathalos with dual blades, and I think also with bows and a bunch of other elemental weapons. But Safi armor not only increases the elemental damage, but it does give you the 40% extra affinity. And on top of that, with this build, you just heal constantly, so you're always in the fight and never popping a potion. So, yeah, let's jump right over to the item chest and see what's going on. Okay, with any video, as always, I always like to start off with the equipment info to the right of the screen. We are using the Safi's Hell Claws with 378 attack, huge amount of weight sharpness, 15% affinity, 360 fire, and a level 4 gem slot. Our awakened abilities, we have an affinity increase level 5, a sharpness increase level 5, 2 element ups 5s, and 1 element up 6. Moving over towards the augmentations, obviously you're going to want at least 1 health regen on these dual blades and pretty much any weapon that you're running Safi armor with. And then I do have an elemental status effect up 1. I sadly have not gotten elemental status effect up 2 yet, so still working on that. But that, as of right now, is the augmentations, and that's what you'll see when I fight Baroth later on in the video. And then looking at the skills, we have Crit Eye level 7, Fire Attack level 6, Health Boost level 3, Blight Resistance level 3, Critical Boost level 3, Part Breaker level 3, Invade Window level 3, Agitator level 1, Fortify level 1, and Protective Polish level 1. Now, with this build, it's not like the other builds where I just opt for the extra 5% affinity with Critical Eye, or with the affinity, let me rephrase that, with the affinity level 6 and not level 5, sorry. With this build, I mean, Agitator 1 will give you the 5% extra affinity. Monster's almost always enraged because you're always sending it into walls. And when it's when it's not enraged, for the most part, another person's setting the monster into a wall, enraging it again. So you're always going to have the extra 5% affinity to give you guys 100% affinity. And then I like having Part Breaker on a lot of my builds, mostly because I like to be able to break parts. And if you can break monster parts when they are wounded, you do get extra damage, not only for yourself, but for the team as well, which is just really nice. That being said, let's go over to the decorations real quick. I have a Blaze Jewel +4 on the dual blades. On the helmet, I have a Blaze Jewel +4, an Expert Jewel 1, and a Vitality Jewel 1. On the chest, I have the Blaze Jewel +4 and a Challenger Jewel 2. On the gauntlets, I have a Resistor Expert Jewel 4 with 2 Destroyer Jewel 2s. On the waist, I have a Destroyer Vitality Jewel 4 and a Fortitude Jewel 1. On the legs, I have an Expert Jewel +4, a Sharp Jewel 2, and a Vitality Jewel 1. With this build, I'm also running the Master's Charm 4 with the Temporal Mantle and Rocksteady Mantle. This build can pretty much go for any elemental dual blades, and if you want to like run a paralyzed dual blade and stuff, you still can. Honestly, with dual blades, I would just increase the elemental up, or you can just add base damage. Either one won't really hurt a build, and then you could usually opt out. Obviously, like if you're running like a blast, it will only take 2 gems instead of, or like a paralyze or sleep, whatever. It will only take 2 gems instead of 3. So I mean, it's really easy to switch up this build with multiple dual blade builds. And obviously, if you're going to be using like a dragon or something, make sure you change the weapon, obviously. Then also change the decorations accordingly to the element that you're running. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this dual blade set. I also have a dragon one that's pretty much the same thing that I actually take in to fight Safi'jiiva, and it works phenomenal because I'll run in with my light bowgun aqua shot to break its wings, and by the second part I can usually get his back legs and his back broken by doing the slide attack. So I mean, it's all up to you guys, but this build is honestly pretty good where it sits as far as using Safi's armor. That's the whole point of why I'm doing all these videos. Obviously, it's not the best DPS out there, but I think it's more survivability than DPS because with all the healing that you're gonna be able to get, and you guys will see in the video that I honestly I'm just smashing triangle and circle the entire fight. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys did enjoy this video, as always, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. I've said that in 2 videos so far. I'm saying it again. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.